while the story is unfolding, those two characters were always looking at each other and making sure they're okay. They were always checking in with each other.
A very thoughtful, odd, strange, cultural, phenomenological genre of zombies.
Hi, this is Manjusha from Gulf News in Dubai. We are an English newspaper based in the UAE. Thank you so much for speaking to us. This part of the world loves zombies. You guys have survived for more than 10 years and entertained us in your own unique way. Why do you think it's such a huge success? I mean, spin-offs, finally, I'm like, what next? Why do you think, what is the appeal behind this? Have you ever thought that?
I think the original show spoke to so many people on so many different levels, and it was a very thoughtful, odd, strange, cultural, phenomenological genre of zombies mixed with very, very real human stories and very compelling characters. And I think a lot of people could relate to, and here we are. Norman?
Also, the original show had so many cast members, so you never got a full circle story on any of the real cast members unless they died on the show. So having just the two central characters, you really get more time with them. You can see things unwind for them. So I think that's a big bonus. And I think like when people watch the other show, they wanted a little more. They want a little more. Now we have the time to service their stories a little bit longer. You know what I mean? So that's also
yeah, and these visually stunning locations.
Yeah,
Paris is
new
beautiful.
characters as well that just add to the story.
Right. I grew up with Bollywood films where they said a boy and a girl or a man and a woman can never be friends. But you guys taught me differently. Yes, that's a line of an iconic thing. But friendship is what matters between your characters. You think that's what sets you guys apart? That's why there's such a fandom behind your characters and your chemistry. You guys are friends, never romantic.
Yeah, some people. I think the people that like Daryl and Carol love that no matter what. And on the other hand, it drives people nuts.
It does.
Yeah, it drives people nuts. But I think it's also part of the attraction to the pair.
I think also that their friendship it's earned. Like we've spent a lot of time with them watching each other's backs, and while the story is unfolding, those two characters were always looking at each other and making sure they're okay. They were always checking in with each other. So I feel like through the span of time, the relationship we earned it. You know, it's not phony. So I think that's an attraction as well.
Right. You both have spent over a decade with the series. How do you snap out of it? Do you have zombie dreams, or do you guys have a process already in place to snap out of this series?
We have a secret word.
What's that?
You have a secret word. What?
Word. We've spent so many hours with these actors in makeup and looking crazy that you half the day they're sitting there and they're drinking like a Coca-Cola and they're eating Doritos. And they're talking about the traffic or
through their face hole thing.
Yeah, so you don't freak me out so much. I'm more interested in the artistry of making them look like that now. But I do feel like the zombies in particular, there's an illness about them, a sickness. Everyone dies, immortality. Everybody gets sick at some point, so that makes them kind of scary. So maybe that sort of blends into some weird dream every once in a while.
Right. Carol, would you like to add to that? Do you have a thing where you snap out of it?
No, not really. I think just no. I snap into it. If anything, I can just walk out of it and I kind of snap into it, maybe.
Thank you so much for entertaining us. It's been a great season. Both of you are such great villains. I think a show is as good as the bad guys and the bad women. I'm sorry, it's as simple as that. You both are terrible people and I love it. Perhaps you can tell us, what is it? Is it a lot of fun to play the antagonist?
Oh, it's so good. You know, you feel free when you're playing villains. You know, you do things that you would never do in real life. You're cruel, you're mean, you never get the chance to be that mean in real life.
That is true.
It's true. One of the great things about villains is that they don't follow the rules of society about being polite and about saying only nice things to people. No, they are very free to behave exactly the way they want, and it's a real freedom for us to be able to do that too. So.
I know, it's liberating. There is a scene where you hold a baby at a camp, and I'm wondering, oh my God, that's bad. I'm a mother of 3, and I was having secondhand anxiety over it. Was that like, these are the shows, right? You don't know what your characters would do next. Like, you don't know how dark can you get. That's the best part about this show. Did that also draw you? Because this is one where there are no limits or ceilings to, being terrible.
Oh, of course, you think about all the bad things that you could do, how you could be meaner, how you could be crueler, you could be so. And that scene with the baby was terrible because I think she, there's one point to be quite honest, that's one of the scenes I did for the casting, and you kind of, she's holding that baby so tight that she's probably strangling him at the same time, So I don't think that's what we see at the end in the scene, but there's something very, very that character.
All right, that's true. We'll have to bleep that bit out about we can't swear in the middle.
Okay, sorry about that.
No
to be honest, I didn't want to say that word, but I didn't find another one that suited.
About your characters, I feel you. Romain, what about you? Like, how you said it's liberating to play a dark character, but how do you step out of it? How do you step out of the dark zone after you're done filming the series? Do you both have a process? Do you smash plates? What do you all do after you get home?
I don't step out. No, I'm kidding. Actually, after seeing an intense and violent scene, most of the time I feel quite good after that. It's like liberating, It's like you take something from your own violence, your own sadness, your own anger, and you use it in the show, in the scenes. So after that, most of the time I feel quite good, and that's it. And there is more light in me in the end than before. So I don't feel the need to step out of the character really.
And do you have a process as such, or
no? I completely agree with Romain, because those characters are so bad that you don't ever bring them with you. You don't bring that with you. I mean, and it's a catharsis. You're going very far into very deep, bad thoughts. So you're coming back very soon, very fast as well.
Brilliant.
You know what I mean? It's always a game.
It's always a game. Yeah, that's what I love. How was it acting with the iconic characters as well, Norman and Melissa? I mean, they are like a part of it. It's like an intrinsic part. They're almost synonymous with The Walking Dead. What was your chemistry like? Or do you need to have a chemistry where you...
With them, you mean?
Yes, yeah, with them. What was...
Well, I don't know if you need it, but I can tell you that they make sure that you have one, because they're very friendly and very welcoming, and they make sure that once you step on the set, they want you to feel like home. So they've been really lovely people. So I don't know if it's necessary to have a bond with them, but they make a bond. They make you feel like home. Really. So and then it was very exciting for fans like us. Can you imagine being such fans of the show and being on the set with them and being able to be being co-workers, like, and then you forget about it because you're just working, because you have to play and you're playing with partners, and that's it.
Excellent. Roman, did you love being punched by Norman?
Being punched by Norman, actually I loved it, to tell you the truth. This was my very first scene in The Walking Dead, the big fight with Norman, and he was so kind with me all the time. You know, he was always asking me if my head was okay, if my neck was fine, because I really felt straight away his kindness, and it's a beautiful help on set when you feel that your partner is with you and that you are with your partner. This feeling from the very first day is just the best thing I could dream of to start a show like that.
Excellent. Thank you so much. My time's up. Thank you for entertaining us.
Thank you
guys
very much.
make bad so well. You make bad look good. So that's great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Take
much.
care. What do you think is the enduring appeal of, it has lasted over a decade, The Walking Dead and the Walkers. So perhaps you should tell us what fascinated you both to be a part of it.
I mean, it's a really good experience being with, people who've been, like you said, it's been a decade that, Norman and Carol have been in the show. And it's a real honor to be here, I guess.
Of course. And how about you,
Pride-
Eric?
pride
Bring
as well.
your-
It was a pride as well to be part of the Walking Dead family, because this post-apocalyptic world is so intense, and to be part of it is, and the set here in Europe, especially in France. I mean, France is such a beautiful country, and to watch the country destroyed like that is amazing.
That's one way to look at it, of course. What about the characters of yours fascinated you both? I mean, because at the end of the day, who are the two principal characters, right? They're synonymous with The Walking Dead. How could your character perhaps add to the narrative? Were you worried about that? And could you tell us about your character arcs?
You start, Eric.
No, you're the Messiah. Come on, let's start.
When you can.
Last time.
Be
you started.
kind.
Yeah, well, honestly, we've seen the two big characters from the show coming in here, and it's all because of them that it happens. Because there's a lot of, it's all a link. There's a lot of links between the original show and also what we are making now. So yeah, there's a lot of link, and I guess having those two characters back in the show, in The Walking Dead, especially Melissa coming in season 2, is really great.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
because she brings back much more emotions, much more love, and even if my character is the leader of the group called Union of Hope, he brings hope. You want to shepherd everybody, but the thing is, with the return of Melissa and the return of Carol, things is upgrading, and it's more edgy and more fun and more badass.
That's correct. We love a badass character. What I love about the series is that none of the characters are black or white. It's you guys all dwell in the gray. Is that fascinating as well? It's impossible to slot you any of the characters in fact, because you never know when you're going to flip to the dark side. So perhaps, did that fascinate you as actors?
But even if I'm a bit black, but it's okay. I'm kidding, just kidding. But you're damn right. You're damn right. You never know what's gonna happen, because it's like a coin. You got two sides of the coin. People can be. It's like all the human. You can have a good part and a bad part. But the thing is, we just focus on the good part, because the world is already post-apocalyptic and it's already a mess. So we need to be together and focus on and stay together and struggle together to survive.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah.
But you never know how someone can switch. Even if you're beaten by a zombie or because your mind just switched, you never know.
You never know. How about you, Louis? I mean, did that fascinate you that you live in the gray? You're young, but still.
Yeah. It did. Like Eric said, some people, as in the characters, they may have a bit of good in them and also a bit of bad. So it just switches up very quickly, and we're not really sure about anything.
Right.
So we always have to be, careful about, everybody. We have to be careful, because they might be evil or not.
Fantastic. You spend so much time together on a set creating a series. How is that? Like, do you guys get tired of each other? How do you guys keep yourself motivated? I can't imagine working with somebody for that long for a project. You know what I mean? So how do you guys navigate that part? Like, you keep the spirits high, the energies are just right. What's like the on-set atmosphere?
But being surrounded by zombies, we were just loving each other. So we kept being together and having lunch, dinner, and everything together. And even after the show, we still seeing each other and sending text messages and calling each other. Even if the one who is the bad guy in the movie, in off camera, we just had a great time together.
I mean,
the Walking Dead family is really a Walking Dead family.
You guys just hang out. You love it. Louis, do you love that as well? Is there a lot of camaraderie? You're younger, so.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of got on with everybody. Everyone is so nice there. Even the crew, they're just amazing in the way they work. It's a real honor,
Right.
But like, they've created something really well, because I don't I've always said it to my family and my friends, and also in other interviews. It's not always about the actors and directors, it's also the crew that helps a lot, because we wouldn't do it without them, and also we wouldn't do it without the fans. So yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. My 5 minutes are up, but I really wish you best for the second season. I'll be watching it anyway. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.